Everybody, Chantel here. Today I'm doing a video. A few things have been on my mind. I recently, I don't know what happened, but my YouTube account made me switch over to my Google stuff, and I hadn't been receiving comments or emails for a while. So anyway, all of a sudden I got like 2 months worth of comments and emails. So I apologize to everybody for not answering you, because I'm usually pretty good about answering my comments and checking my YouTube stuff. But as I was going through it, had a lot of feelings on a lot of different things. And one of the things that I've been wanting to talk about, and that I have talked about in a lot of my videos, is, and a lot of comments that I get is that my videos, which I hope they do, sort of tap into levels of emotions and talk about things other than actually losing weight and a lot of things that go along with it. And that's kind of what I wanted to do, because a lot of, losing the weight is just a very, very small part of what goes on when you go through this process. And you make it such a big part of what you think it's going to be beforehand, and it ends up being totally twisted. So there's a few things that I wanted to talk about in going through some of these emails and some of these comments that I had on my previous updates. And I wanted to talk mainly what I wanted to talk about is, when we go through this, and we have this surgery. We have this life-changing event. One of the things that has always fascinated me about it is the amount of people, and I talk about this in a lot of videos, that are what I call haters, or that are very judgmental and very negative about the changes that are happening. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. But one of the things that I wanted to really tell everyone today, and kind of, maybe take away from this, if anybody is kind of going through this, is that, I get the feeling that a lot of people, and I was for a while too, they were kind of ashamed that to admit that they had weight loss surgery. And I kind of went through that a very little bit of that. And I think that it is a stigma for a group of people, and I've heard this before, and especially my mom and my sister both, I've told everyone, have had it. And it was sort of like they were looked down upon because at the time they had it years and years ago, because those that struggled every day to lose weight and failed and continued to go down that path, they felt very judgmental towards them, because they felt like they were taking, and everybody knows what I'm about to say, the easy way out. And I've gone through the same thing, and to the point to where I haven't told certain people that this is what I've done. And if they watch me now, they'll know. And I have a lot of feelings about that, and I have a lot of issues about that. And, I am trying to work through them, and I have come to a better place with it all now. But I can tell you that is one, I think, of my biggest fears early on was, everybody wants to be accepted. Everyone wants to be part of a group. I don't care what anyone says. I think that, you don't want to be seen as an outcast. And not to say that now, in these days, weight loss surgery is much more common than it was, years and years ago. And, but I do think that there are a certain amount of people that they really want to have it, and for whatever reason they can't have it. They don't have the money. They don't, whatever their reasoning is, and that they just are they're just gonna be, and in general, they're probably like that in their life with everything. And so I guess what I want to tell you is, don't apologize to anyone accept that you've done it, and accept it that you've done it to improve your overall health, or whatever your reasons are, to improve your, aesthetic look, hopefully to live longer. Don't apologize for it, and don't feel ashamed of it. And, if you choose not to disclose it to everyone, then that's your choice. But don't make anyone feel that you did anything the easy way. Because all of us know that have had it, it's not the easy way, because you still struggle with issues. I'm struggling with maintaining my weight, which is a whole issue. My nutritional, when you have to maintain and you have to keep weight on, that's a whole big thing in terms of your health. It can go the opposite way. So I guess I'm rambling on about it, but be proud of your choice. Know that there are consequences with every choice that you make. Saggy skin, emotions, a new you. You'll look like a different person every day. You may not like how you look. But you made this choice, and just remember the reasons that you made this choice. Because you wanted to fill in the blank. Be a better me. Feel better. Be able to move. Cross your legs. Wear a dress. All those things go with it. So I guess, that sounds kind of like a pep talk, or, kind of hokey or whatever. But just wanted to kind of throw that out there, because I know a lot of people are judgmental. And along the same lines, I don't want to run out of time, but I just want to say that these people that are around you in your life that are negative influences, a lot of them, I look at that, and I try to analyze everything, and I try to think about why they may be, why do I care? I don't know. But, I always try to look at the bigger picture of what's really going on with someone. And one of the things that I do is I say, okay, well, why, what are their feelings coming from, and why do they feel this way? And, a lot of these people I see, because I have friends, and I have friends from all socioeconomic statuses. I have friends that don't have a lot of money. I have friends that have a lot of money. I have friends that don't really care about how they look. I have friends that do care about how they look. There's a lot of factors that go into a person's perception of how they look. Most people that want to look a certain way, they want to throw their perceptions on you. If they feel like they need to be fit, they want you to be fit, or they want all their friends to be fit. And if all their friends are not fit, they're going to normally say something about it. If they're not at the same exact point in their life that you are, then you're probably going to hear some negativity about it. Or if they became thin by being fit and watching their diet, or then they're absolutely going to have something to say about the way you did it. So I don't really judge those people, because I feel like they're just at a different place in their life, and I just sort of take it with a grain of salt. But it can be hurtful, some of the things that they say. One of the other things that I find that people judge about is they don't really have a lot of people that I've had to deal with. They don't have a lot of nutritional knowledge. They don't really, they may be overweight themselves, or, and recently I had to deal with this, they are into, and I've done it before too, they're all into fad diets, or going, if you can just do this, or you just do that, and, take a pill or drink a powder, and, most people that I know that have had this type of surgery have done it all. I know I did. I did it all. And so they kind of put you in a position to where, I think there's very nice ways that you can handle judgmental things that people say. But I do think, and I'm not condoning or saying, let them talk to you in an ugly way. But what I've learned over this through these this past year and a half and losing all this weight is that, number one, I'm not looked at the same in different circles of my friends. Some circles I'm looked at as, look what you did for you. Oh my gosh, you look so great. And because they perceive thin people as successful people, they perceive fat people as lazy, as non-caring about their own they perceive, and society in general today perceives thin people as being successful. And that's not why I had the surgery. First of all, that was never in my mind that I was going to have a surgery to be more successful. But people look at that. Then I have another group of friends who think that I'm sick, who seriously, as my fiance, they think I'm sick. They think that something's, because in their world, people that are more voluptuous and more, I call them hardy. That's how, I would call myself, or more healthy. So they don't look as thin as being, they don't look at it as anything more than, why would you be thin? Why would you lose all this weight, unless you're sick? So I've had that issue as well. And that's actually a big issue. And, that's come up to me more than one time. And, it's a sticky situation as to what you want to tell people if you're not telling them that you had the surgery. And then a lot of the people that, you do tell, that they just don't get it. They would never, and they don't understand why you would have a surgery to reduce the size of your stomach. They just don't get it. They don't get it in their mind. They don't understand being out of control. They don't understand using food for comfort, or it, they just think that, I'm from Louisiana. So first of all, food is our life over here. I mean, I've been to European countries. I've been to other countries where food is sort of like an afterthought. They have this little bit of food and they have water. They don't drink sodas and so it's not a culture. Food is not their culture. There's other things that they do in their life besides eat, which, that's just so foreign to me, because our life is centered around food in this area. And to be from here and to have this type of surgery is not that popular, to be honest with you, to a lot of people. They just can't fathom it. They don't understand it. And so I'm not here to educate everyone on it, because, as I said, it doesn't matter what you say. They're going to have their own opinions anyways. But I am here to say that you can get through it, and you can somehow carve your way in your own life and not make apologies for how you are or what you did, or that you did something bad. You just transformed yourself via, not eating as much, and so there are different things that, and different ways that you can overcome, having a sense of feeling like you all these people are looking at you and judging you, and they do, and they will. And truthfully, most people probably want to be in your shoes, whether they want to admit it or not. On the outside, they don't realize the process on the inside, the emotional aspects of it. They don't have a clue. They really don't. But I guess I'm running along, and I don't know if I'm even going to be able to post this, but I just wanted to tell everybody that don't apologize for what you did, and feel good about it. And, every day, just go out there and do the best you can. And if you have to take it day by day, like I've done many days, if you have to, cry through a comment when you get back home about someone saying something ugly to you or about you, then do it and move on. And don't feel bad. Every day, wake up and say, I'm glad I have this day. I'm glad I have another day, and hopefully I'll try to eat better. I'll try to walk a little bit more. I'll try to, and reward yourself and feel good about yourself and love yourself. And in the end, you're never going to gain everybody's fair opinion. My mom always told me when I was growing up, I'm not here to win a popularity contest. I mean, it would be nice. I would like for everyone to like me, because I think I'm a likable person, and I try to be nice to everyone. But it's not necessary. And it's not going to define who I am. And so for everybody that watched this, I appreciate it. I know I'm running along, and Have a great day, and I hope this didn't, I hope it kind of gave you a little lift. And if you have any questions or comments, as always, please let me know. Thanks.